Dora the Explorer. Thank you for watching Galaxy of Film. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, hello, welcome back. This is Haylene Rodriguez with Galaxy of Film with Kathleen Herles. Oh my bella. You might know her as Dora, basically my childhood. I don't know how else to explain it. I had too many VHS tapes. Yeah.
I love that. We can still talk about VHS tapes, and it's fun.
Man.
I love it.
Back in the day.
Yes,
Anyways,
back
how
in
are
the day.
you?
I'm doing well.
How's the convention been for you so far?
It's been great. We're kind of a little separated, so I feel like I'm a little lost over here where we are. But so far, everyone that we've met throughout this weekend have been so nice and so welcoming. And we're next to two great voice actors and actors. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It's kind of surreal, right?
Yeah,
Have you spoken with the character?
Yes, I've actually met Bob West, the original voice of Barney, a few
crazy.
times now. So
Yeah.
now we're like friends. And I just met Bradley recently, and I
Yeah.
grew up on Jumanji, and I told him that when I met him, and he's probably listening to what I'm saying. So.
You're just listening to everything,
Yeah.
Sonic hearing.
It's yeah, that was pretty crazy because I was like, oh my God, you have like the same face. So it's
Yeah.
just really cool to meet your, who you've been watching like your whole childhood. So, which is how I guess people feel about when they meet me if they've seen Dora for so long. So,
I mean, trust me, I saw you and I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way.
yeah.
Okay, so speaking of, I know we were talking about this
Yeah.
a little bit earlier before, but you went into school, but I know that, what was it, that when you were 4, you got scouted, was it, at a convention?
Yeah, I think it was like more closer to 5. So my
Yeah.
mom put me into modeling and pageants when I was really young. I got a manager through a modeling convention, and then that manager got me an agent who started sending me to auditions. And a lot of the auditions in New York were mostly like commercials and a few things here and there, not too many like big movies or shows.
Right.
But Dora was one of the first big auditions that I've had, and it was a voice acting audition, which I just treated it as an acting audition. And I got it, and it was kind of like really surreal. It was the pilot, so we really didn't know if it was going to get picked up, if it was going to be good or bad. So, but because it was a part of Nickelodeon, we were like so excited, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh, you never know what's going to happen. So, but she grew to be this global phenomenon.
It's
a global
crazy.
icon, and even if someone hasn't seen Dora, like they know her face.
Yeah.
They know that's Dora.
They have to
It's
know.
pretty cool.
They have to
Yeah.
know. It's because
Yeah,
it was a pinnacle of at least 2,000 kids that I
Yeah.
feel that would definitely grew up on that as well.
Yeah.
And even if you were in the 90s, like you were watching it at some point or another, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man.
She was
So-
like in the commercials for Nick at Night. Like she
Yeah,
was everywhere.
right. Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere.
Yeah.
So how does it feel then, basically raising a whole generation?
I don't know if I knew that I was so young. I started it when I was 7 till 18. And I think I was just trying to like balance being a kid and working at the same time. And I really didn't get to like unpack and understand the impact the show was having. Like I knew it was groundbreaking. I knew like it was like the first Latina like heroine in animation and children's programming. I went to so many different awards, but I don't think I fully grasped like this is like a big thing, like bigger than I could imagine. And I think I only realized that when I started doing the cons like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. You started recently then.
Yeah, I started recently.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's so overwhelming in a good way to hear people, how they still connect to Dora, how they still love her songs and like have so many core memories with her, and how much they appreciate her as a Latina, as a girl, as, the main character. And it does make it, I view it in a different lens now as an
Yeah.
adult. So I do love that full circle experience that I've had with Dora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's definitely amazing. And it's probably like, oh my God, I'm a legend now, which is very true. You're definitely a legend now.
Thank you.
It's amazing. So I did want to touch base a little bit more on like your personal life and what else you do as well, because I know we were talking about the TikToks and stuff of what you do.
Yeah.
Please tell us more. Like, what are you up to these days?
Yeah, so the show rebooted last year, and now I get to play Dora's mom, which she's right here. Which is
madre.
really awesome. Yes, mommy. And I just started getting back into the industry.
Yeah.
I am planning to move to LA by next year and try to, build my career in animation. And yeah, I'm like really excited. I was in interior design before COVID. So I kind of got back into working and acting and voice acting through the reboot. And it's kind of opened some doors, and I want to take advantage of that. And I have a good support system where I can do that. So, I just want to take advantage of that and try to pursue this again. I have such a love for animation and voice acting that I'm excited to be in this place of opportunity.
So what do you plan on, like what genres do you want to do besides just animation specifically?
Man, I want to do it all. I love children's programming, so if I can stay there and do that, like, amazing. Like, I would love to do that. But I also want to play like a totally opposite character, maybe like a villain in an anime or like a villain in Disney or something like really like opposite from Dora.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
Well, we love diversity.
Yeah,
we have to add that into
yeah.
that. So do you watch anime then?
I do.
What do you watch?
So lately, my obsession is My Hero Academia,
Oh, really?
which I know a lot of the voice actors are here.
Yeah.
At this con, so we're definitely going to try to meet a few of them.
Who's your favorite character in My Hero?
Shoto Todoroki's my
favorite. You know, the guy is actually very sweet.
Is he really?
He's so sweet.
Okay.
He's
nice.
nice.
Yes, I know him.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, look at that.
I just
besties.
connected it all. Yes. We have met a few times, but I didn't watch his show when I first had met him. And maybe in January, we were at a convention in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
And he was on our flight. So we said hi or whatever.
Wow.
But I was also in the middle of watching My Hero. And I was watching, I forget which movie it was. I think it was Two Heroes, right?
That was really good.
And he was sitting like a few rows behind me, and I'm
Just
like
watching you.
I'm like watching it. I'm like, I hope he's not watching me.
Don't
Watching
look at me.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, we love him. He's really sweet.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
so then favorite Disney movie, I have to ask.
My favorite Disney movie growing up is The Little Mermaid. I have the silhouette of Ariel tattooed on behind my ear.
Oh, sweet. Really cool.
Yes, but I also do love Emperor's New Groove. Which is like
It's
one
kind
of
of
my favorites.
underappreciated,
Yes.
honestly.
Yeah, and it's like based in Peru, so my parents are Peruvian, so I have like a connection to that. But it's also really funny,
Yeah.
and I think I get this question at panels, like, what would be my like next like role if I had to pick?
Yeah.
And I always say like Emperor's New Groove, second movie. He has a daughter who's now the princess, and I would be the princess.
You
So I
know
think
what?
that'd be really cool.
Well, Disney did a lot of like those 3D animated princess movies and stuff like that, didn't they? And the shows as well. Like, what was that recent one with the Hispanic girl? Oh my gosh.
Encanto?
No, not Encanto. It was a Disney show.
Oh, it was a show.
Uh, the girl with the red dress.
Sophia the First. No.
La otra.
Oh,
The other one.
oh my goodness, it's
I
gonna kill
forgot
me.
her name. She's like really tall. She's
Oh my
brown
goodness,
skin.
yes, the red dress.
I know what you're talking about. Pero ella, you remind me of
yes.
her
Oh, cool.
in the style.
Thank you.
I can definitely see that 100%. No, I love that. So I know, you're just getting back into voice acting, you're getting back into the career, and you took a little break, but
Yeah.
advice for the audience, if you could
Yeah.
give to them as, as creatives, as artists,
Yeah.
what would you say to them?
Definitely start acting in any capacity that you can. Theater, acting classes. There's so many resources now online. Even just to find out more about the business, because a lot of people don't talk about the business side of the industry. So try to learn about that. And through the SAG-AFTRA union, there's a lot of information there. Or even like just podcasts. A lot of actors are now talking about like the business side of things, and it's just really good to get like a sense of what you're getting into, from that side. So I think that's really important. And yeah, with social media too, like everyone posts like their talents and things, and I just feel like you never know what social media what can happen or what opportunities can open. And what I'm learning too is just kind of like putting yourself out there, because social media is a part of our lives in every way. So don't be afraid, like just post what you like, post about yourself online, post what you're working on. Like if you are taking an acting class and you want to share a monologue that you're working on, share it. You never know.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love that. I guess my closing statement.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Last question?
Yes.
So if you could speak to your younger self,
Oh my
give
goodness.
yourself advice, whatever you want to say, what would you say to her and why?
I would tell her that she is Latina enough, because growing up, I was born and raised in New York. My parents spoke only Spanish to my older brother, and he struggled in school with English. So when I came along, they wanted to do the opposite. So they didn't speak to me in Spanish. Rarely they spoke to me in Spanish. So I only spoke Spanish with my grandmother. So that's where my knowledge and understanding of Spanish began, which was perfect because I got to do Dora, and Dora doesn't really she's not fluently talking in Spanish, so.
Just like words.
Yes. But a lot of people were under the impression that I spoke fluently, and I feel like a lot of people were disappointed because I didn't speak fluent Spanish. And I just felt like a lot of times I wasn't worthy of playing this character. And even now, sometimes, I love the impact and I love how people connect to it, but one of my fears, even now to this day, is people thinking I'm not Latina enough because my Spanish is not perfect. But I also know I'm not alone in that.
Yeah.
So, and more people are talking about that, and I think I am enough now, even though my Spanish is not perfect, because I still try, and I want to learn. I just don't have the opportunity to practice as much.
Yeah.
But I could definitely try. So that is my goal, to keep trying and making sure it is better. Because I do want to be able to communicate my feelings better in Spanish.
Yeah.
That's
how I
what
feel. No, I'm totally on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
I know that was a long answer.
It's amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I love it when people talk to me. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
And you are a person, and you are more than just this. You're Kathleen, mi bella. All right, well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Yes.
And we'll see you in the next one.